And we're up. We are live. This is episode 31 of the No Hype Zone. 31.
Reggie Miller. Beat you to it.
Trey Teague. Who? Something Teague. Reggie Teague. Number 31. What did you say, Reggie Miller?
I said Reggie Miller.
Some guy named Teague's got 31.
Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague. For some reason, I'm thinking that. I don't know why.
You thought it was 31.
Yes. 31 is an odd number. Whoever grows up saying, "Hey, I want to be number 31."
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller. All right, fair enough. I've been told to say fair enough a lot. You know, I think it's a way for me to like end. When you say, "Hey, let me land the plane," that's my land the plane way of saying next subject.
Fair enough.
I like that. All right, so we're here to review the previous week's games. We're going to give our hype and no hype of what happened in the NFL and college. We're going to do it again like we did last week. We're going to break it up into 3 different segments for your viewing pleasure, so you're not stuck with an hour and 10 minutes of us babbling on about random stuff. So if you want to cut to something real quick, hey, I want to hear the NFC review, boom, that's the next video.
Let's cut that in. Really quick before we get going, I want to first give a shout out to Alice for allowing us to do this. Chris, everybody, appreciate you guys. Want to appreciate True Thankless and Artificial Turf and Wallflower and all the sponsors that's been out there helping us out. Nike, we know that you're going to be a sponsor really soon.
And so if you want to sponsor, like give us like a shirt or something like that to wear for the show, by all means, or put like, see this blank wall back here?
Yep.
Maybe put some up there.
For instance, this shirt here, I got this in Chicago. My man Anton Seals, who I went to grammar school with, is making these shirts. So if you happen to like it, actually has my grammar school on here. It has St. Philip near and Rainbow Beach and L&G's and a lot of different spots. If you're from the South Side of Chicago, Regal Theater. This would, I hate to say.
Wait, did you say theater?
Yeah, Regal
Theater.
Regal Theater.
Theater,
show,
theater,
movie, however y'all want to say it.
What's that thing that you make a fire and it comes out of the top of your house? What is that called? A little square, like a little
chimney.
rectangle. Okay, what's that called?
Chimney.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say chimney. Some people say chimney.
I'm trying to be funny, man. I'm from the South Side of Chicago. Okay, I talk the way I want to talk. Anyway, but yeah, y'all want to get a shirt? Anton Seals, my man, my brother. South Shore. If you from South Shore, you just want to look like you're from the South Shore. But anyway.
And for those of you out there, if you want really good training, we work here at Atlas Performance Training. This is our facility. This is our day job and night job and morning job, like all day job essentially.
So I dream about sports. Remember Adidas? What they used to say?
All day I dream about sports.
Yeah, that's me. That's what they were saying. Somebody told me it was something.
But that's
different.
actually not what it means. The Adi is one thing, and Das is like the guys' nicknames, or 2 guys. So Adi was the guy's nickname, Das was like the other guy's nickname. They kind of put it together. Adidas.
Why are we talking about Adidas? Why are we talking about Adidas?
You were saying Adidas, man. That was you.
I don't talk Adidas. I talk Nike.
That was you.
That's
I bought one pair of Adidas like the last 20 years of my life, and I feel like I was cheating my girlfriend. So, yeah.
They look good though. They're black and white, so they look nice.
Thanks.
But yeah, Alice is a perfect place to train. Weedle's Warriors, Travis Peace Group, Rise Fit, where I do a lot of training.
Pete's Pistons, or I don't know.
Pistons.
Yeah, DC Fitness.
You got the Helium Rise Fit Group right here with Lance. You got Dan Cisneros, Box 'em Up, Jeff.
Cisneros?
Dan, my brother. Okay, he's on everything I'm saying. But Jeff, he got his Body Smith. Kristen got her thing.
Skinny Without Struggle.
Jay got his stick mobility work going on. We got a little bit of everything you need. Sonya, but like I said, I already mentioned Weedle's Warriors, new soon-to-be dad. I'm so proud of my man. But yeah, we putting that out there. So anyway, we got a lot to be thankful for. We just wanted to start off giving Thanksgiving, or saying our Thanksgiving, before we got into the meat and potatoes. What we doing.
But do me a favor, can you move a little bit to your left?
Can I move to the left?
Yeah, just so we're close to each other here.
Is that my left or my right?
There we go.
I can't see.
Here we go. Okay, now we're in there.
I'll take off my glasses so I can see. Right? Ain't that crazy?
Right. So we want to go. We're going AFC or NFC first.
We're gonna go the whole thing. We're just gonna go up and down. We're gonna call out the games.
Let's go AFC first.
Okay.
Ready for our first segment? Oh no, you're right. Wait, AFC, NFC. Never mind. Our prep for the show is about 12 seconds long, and there you go. I don't even know what we're doing right now. Okay. So we're gonna go over the whole entire league right now. Right. We're gonna review the games from Sunday. So first, or even from Thursday. So we have Green Bay and Chicago. Well, I called Chicago on that one.
I called Chicago but we all know that if a Pop Warner team put on a Green Bay outfit, they can beat the Chicago Bears. It doesn't matter. You can put the Ringling Brothers, a Barnum Bailey Circus, small people in a Green Bay uniform, and they're gonna find a way to beat the Bears. This is just how. It's no such thing as a rivalry between the Bears and Green Bay. I'm gonna keep saying this. We get our tails and our teeth kicked in every time. I'm done. Green Bay beat Chicago. That was all hype, no hype. I think Chicago's still gonna have a better record than Green Bay.
Yeah, and we're gonna hear us probably say this a lot today. Is that even though you lose a game, you only scored 3 points. The sky is not falling, Chicago.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's one game. So let's not overreact.
Get umbrellas in Chicago.
Yes. You guys will be just fine. All right. Next.
I think we need umbrellas in Chicago.
Yeah,
all right, here we go. Rams, Carolina.
Rams and Carolina. How did that game go? So I know the Rams won. The Rams didn't really look like the Rams per se.
They did.
Yeah. McCaffrey went off.
Yeah.
What's his name? Cam Newton. Average, yeah.
Defense was average. My hype on the game, they both play like what we expected. I expected the Rams defense to be a little bit more
robust.
Shut down, especially when you got somebody like Donaldson.
Yeah.
So hype-wise, I think they should have played better. No hype. I was excited with the score. Anytime you see the Rams putting up 30 points, that's a good thing. I like offense. I'm similar to Seth. I like offense in the NFL.
Yes! More offense!
Yeah, so, I mean,
please, so much more fun. I hate these. We talked about this last week. Hey, the score is 6-3. There was 17 punts and 7 first downs.
Right.
That doesn't mean the defense was great. This just means it's a crappy game.
Right. So my thing is, as long as you got teams to execute, people are watching it for offense. So that was good. So no hype. It was good. Hype-wise, I would have liked to see Rams.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. Hype-wise, it's funny to see Cam Newton crew lose and watch him melt down after the game.
Right.
Or see him come in and it's like, see him when he came into the game, he had some hat on, like some weird, some weird stuff that he's wearing. Win some games, bro, and then worry about your attire. Anyway.
That's his hype.
Yes, that is definitely my hype.
Hey, Cam, I haven't been on the field. I'm pretty sure you can throw a better ball than me
I agree.
With bad knees and bad ankles. So, hey, wear a Nike hat next time. Maybe he'll be better. All right, hype, no hype. This game, I wanted to really look at this game, and I was excited to see it, but then we had some tragedies went down. KC and Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Hype-wise, it's exciting because I got Patrick Mahomes as my fantasy football quarterback. I think he's one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the game. I think Andy Reid's play calling skills is far above everybody else's. They're a fun team to watch. They definitely need defense. No hype-wise, it was sad to see Nick Foles go down because I wanted to see Jacksonville at least do something. I'm not saying that I expect them to be a playoff team, but you got a good defense out there. You just need a quarterback, and your team could be at least competitive. Without Nick Foles there, I think Travis sent a piece. Did you see that text message?
That was C-Train.
That was C-Train.
That was C-Train.
Jacksonville's new quarterback. So, yeah, it's going to be a dumpster fire there.
Trivia. Who is their backup quarterback?
You got me. Right.
I don't even know.
There you go.
Is that going to make Jacksonville completely irrelevant? Do you think the 4-letter network and the 3-letter network with the 1 digit in there is going to talk about Jacksonville at all this year?
If Ramsey opened up his mouth, they will. But they won't.
But see what it has to take if Ramsey's got to open his mouth. A defensive back.
But you got to be a winning team, and that's the thing.
That too.
If Jacksonville is not winning, then there's no sense of us talking about it. They got to win. So, and when you got Nick Foles that go out, he would have been worth you talking about, but now you got just Ramsey. So you got Calais Campbell on that team, which is a great defender. They got a good defense. This offense, they suck it right now. You got Leonard Fournette, who's supposed to be the next coming to Walter Payton, and never panned out to be that
injured,
good.
right? Is he injured?
He's always injured.
Yeah,
so it's that thing. All right, so hype, no hype. The game between Detroit and Arizona. I'll let you go ahead and kick that off.
All right, so I started watching that game, and as the first quarter drew to a close, I was like, wow, this offense looks inept. Talking about Arizona. I'm bored. Let me go run some errands and do other things. Let's see what happens. So then I come back and check the score. After being 17-0, I come back, it's like 17-17? What is going on?
Right.
And then subsequently going into overtime, apparently, according to Cliff Kingsbury, he's like, hey man, I was being too cute with the play calling at the beginning of the game. The fourth quarter came around, I was like, all right, Kyler Murray, here's the playbook, just go. So let the dude be the dude that you picked him to be.
Talk to me.
You know? So hopefully this is a learning experience. And again, Arizona Cardinal fans, don't lose your mind. Oh my God, we're so bad. Give it some time. Almost like college. You know, you always say, hey, this head coach, his first year there, oh my gosh, he was horrible. Give him some time to bring his recruits. Let him implement the system and all that stuff. Give Murray and Kingsbury some time. The sky is not falling in Arizona, but great job coming back. In my hype, oh my gosh, that's horrible. But my no hype, great job finding some grit, coming back from a huge deficit. And Detroit, what are you doing playing prevent defense after halftime, taking your foot off the gas? You got to stop that. What does prevent defense do? It prevents you from winning, which is essentially what happened.
So to piggyback on what he said, no hype. I did the same exact thing, and I can show you right here. You may not see all my rings closed, but if you can see this, during that time of the game, I went outside and I did a workout in Arizona in 108 or 5 degree weather because the game was that boring. I don't have the NFL package, and I didn't feel like looking at NFL TV to kind of look at the same scores I was looking at. So I just got bored out my mind. I was texting Seth, texting Ray, texting a bunch of people. Went and did a workout. No hype. To hear them come back and the way they came back, and then to hear that Kingsbury said, look, let me just let Kyler Murray play, and he showed that in 1 quarter. I'm excited.
1 quarter.
1 quarter. Again, I am not an Arizona Cardinal fan. I live in Arizona. I want to see good football, so I respect them just being competitive. And when I'm looking at Detroit just pretty much taking them out to the woodshed real quick, it got boring. So that's my hype. That was my end of my no hype. Hype-wise, it's great to see Kyler Murray do what he's doing. I'm excited about what the Cardinals could do in the future. Do I expect them to be a playoff team? No, but I expect them to at least win some games, be relevant. Let's talk about this new sophisticated offense, be surprised, and just go from there.
Fun fact, Larry Fitzgerald had a 40-yard reception the first time he's had that in 3 seasons.
Wow.
And Kyler Murray's passer rating in the first 3.5 quarters was a 9.5.
Okay.
Fourth quarter and overtime was a 94, if I'm not mistaken.
Beautiful.
So, got to keep that. Maybe you guys should start doing the hurry-up offense the whole entire game.
Maybe. You got
I'm not a football, I'm not an X's and O's guy, but
you got a 5'10" quarterback that looked every bit of 4'11" out there the first 3 quarters because like Ray said, I don't know if the Detroit was playing volleyball because they was so busy knocking the ball up in the air. It was crazy, but
that ball coming out of his hand, man, just he's got
lazy.
Some pop. Man, in that little tiny body, bro.
Yeah, but if he's not in the shotgun and hurry up offense, he's not going to be able to get that ball off. So I think we pretty much beat this horse. I don't want to say that for the people at Peter, but we didn't beat the horse. But but the truth of the matter is, Arizona, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
No hype. And hype-wise, I'm hoping that I don't have to go outside this Sunday and go work out in the heat again. Cause that stuff sweat. It's hot outside. Anyway, next game, Tennessee-Cleveland. I know you can't wait. I'm going to get this before he jumps on this. Let me tell you this. Hype-wise, I am so disappointed in Cleveland, but I am optimistic because I like Baker Mayfield's post-game interview. Hype-wise, I'm so disappointed in Odell Beckham. It shouldn't take a grown man does not need to wear a $238,000 watch on the field. $350,000. This is not even uniform. This doesn't even make. Shouldn't even be talked about. This is silly stuff. We don't go into the silly stuff of the NFL, but this is truly silly stuff. We don't need to be talking about that. So hype-wise, that's disappointing. I think that if Cleveland didn't have to deal with the distraction and the silly stuff, maybe they could have put on a better game. I feel bad for my man James. No hype. Cleveland got to come with it. Cleveland, you were predicted to do great things, and you wet the bed this Sunday against Tennessee. However, Seth called out Tennessee last week. He said Derrick Henry is going to be the beast. I don't believe in Mariota, but with that being said, no hype. Cleveland, you can't lose these games. Come on, Lil D. Come on, get on camera, man.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Say, what's your favorite football team?
Hi.
Who? Who's your favorite football team? Tell everybody.
The Raiders.
The Bills.
The Bears.
Lions.
The Lions.
Chicago
You
Bears.
Lions? You said the Lions.
You lying.
What game are you watching?
You
on
lying.
Sunday? The Lions? Oh, man. All right. Whatever. He's a Lions fan. Okay.
Great
Good job.
kid. You're going to run the fitness world 20 years from now.
That's right.
All right, now go ahead. Break it down. James, I hope you're going to love this one. Take this one.
Okay. So I want to predicate this with, remember, this is the hype and the no hype show, okay? So hype-wise, oh my God, that's all I gotta say.
I woke up this morning feeling dangerous.
Yeah, you guys certainly looked dangerous on Sunday, didn't you, Cleveland? So my hype, I'm laughing, and remember, that's my hype, okay? My no hype is this. Again, the sky is not falling, okay? From a coaching perspective, you allowed 3 points in the first quarter, then like 7 in the second quarter, and then 14 in the third, and then 21 in the fourth. You're not making any adjustments, which I think you guys can fix. I know that Freddie Kitchens has never been a head coach before. He's been a position coach, running back, receiver, tight end, something like that. But now you have all these egos to deal with, and now you have adversity. How are you going to wake up to that adversity for the next game or the next 15 games? And now we have this OBJ wearing this watch who now says, I'm going to watch it regardless. Now you're thinking about yourself. You're not considering everybody else or your team. Now you're thinking about yourself.
Preach.
From a no hype perspective, come on, man.
Preach.
Preach. Be a team player. Don't be a me guy. I know you're trying to get like you're doing your branding and whatnot. Understand that. But you know what the best brand is? Winning. If you win, that will pay dividends for the rest of your career. So win first, brand second.
And Seth, you couldn't have said it better. I don't normally go into all that, but my thing is this: when you said the me guy. Whether or not you a me guy or not, OBJ, again, I'm not qualified to even talk to you, period.
Right.
But, I'm just talking from a fan's point of view, and if I was a Cleveland guy, y'all on the brink of doing something epic, and this is when everybody needs to be totally focused in on the same accord. You don't need to have one person with their own agenda going watches. Not saying any other team, maybe I'm not justifying it, but I'm gonna give you a little grace on it. If it was somebody else, Cleveland is trying to take out that old losing curse, and you're not helping it by having this controversy there. You don't need that there. So, as far as I'm concerned, hype, no hype. Hype and no hype, that's just a bad call with that watch. And then besides, you can injure yourself, somebody else can be injured. And what if these kids out here start wearing these watches out here trying to be OBJ? You don't know what the circumstance. Maybe I'm taking it to an extreme. I just want to see Cleveland do something this year.
Not denying your talent, OBJ, probably one of the most talented guys ever to put on a helmet. Right. 30-point loss is the worst loss in 30 years in Cleveland. Yep. So you guys got to clean that up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. That makes sense. Next game. All right. So the next game we're going to is Baltimore and Miami. Can I get my? Can I talk to my agent and tell him to trade me now?
Ooh, burn on Miami.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. You saw that, huh?
I had to throw that out.
So hype. I told you so. No hype. I told you so, Baltimore. Right. What did we talk about in the offseason? How exciting would this Baltimore offense be? But in the same token, you're playing against Miami, who's a dumpster fire. So that may not be enough. We don't have enough. What I'm trying to say here. Not enough games yet to really make a true assessment on Miami, even though you traded like Tunsil and Kenny Stills.
Right.
Yes, they are garbage. Thank you, Travis. That's Travis, by the way.
Travis.
We're going to talk about the Raiders here very soon. Unless, Travis, want to get some Raiders time right now?
I have a client.
Oh, man. Dang. Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to bash your Raiders. I'm just kidding. We're not about
Josh
that.
Jacobs.
Yeah, he'll
very good, John. Yes, very good. Very good.
He good. You want to keep him right here? He's good.
He's fine.
He good.
Baltimore, 5 touchdown passes. Even RG3 had a touchdown pass. So let's just see how when they play against another team. So hype, told you so. No hype. I hope that Baltimore can continue that success. It won't be to that extent of 59 points.
Right.
But when they play a better team with a different look and a better defense, we'll get a better metric on how they really are.
So I looked at this, and that's beautiful breakdown analysis because that's exactly how I'm calling it. Hype-wise, when you seen Lamar with those numbers, you're like, okay, the man can at least throw a ball. To me, that was a glorified practice.
Yes.
Miami was not there. They got rid of Tunsil. They got rid of Kenny Stills, as you can see from the Houston game last night. Tunsil made a few mistakes, but he was, for Deshaun to do what he had to do, Tunsil was a big key to that. And then Kenny Stills making that catch in the fourth quarter to tie the game up before they lost the game. these are prime players, and Miami just pretty much said, we're going to get rid of these guys, and we're going to tank, and we're going to offend the whole team and do that. So I feel sorry for you guys that's over there in Miami, but the thing that I feel sorry for the most is because Lamar, with that type of game and the way that they were talking about him not being able to throw the ball, you would like to see him get some credit for what he did on Sunday, and now that credit is thrown out the window because you like, that team wasn't really there.
Yeah.
So Lamar, I'm hoping that you have another good game.
Yes.
Ingram's is on my fantasy team, so I was kind of watching them too. Ingram had a good game running the ball. I don't have Baltimore is not a team that I'm crazy about. I know Braden Jarvis. I know that's your team, so I'm gonna give you shout out, little brother. Your boys look good coming through, but again, it was Miami. So if you guys do that again against somebody else, no hype, then Baltimore will be a team to kind of deal with, because how you gonna deal with a runner with Mark Ingram and this two-headed monster in Lamar Jackson? You don't know what he can give you. So that's going to leave the defenses on their heels, and they could be something exciting. But you need to see them against another team. So I'm self-hype and no hype. I'm going to piggyback off of his hype and no hype on that and just leave that there and, just make my little
jump, Lamar. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Keep going.
Big fan.
I hope you throw, because everybody said you couldn't throw the ball, and I want them to eat crow. All right, this game disappointed me, because I expected more out of this. I'm going to go ahead and start this off. Hype, no hype, Minnesota. Minnesota put up 28 points. They did that, and Diggs is not 100%. I expected more from Atlanta. Atlanta has you got a gunslinger in Matt Ryan. You got Julio Jones is one of the top 3, if not the top 1 receiver in the game. You got an average line. You got an average defense, but you can make noise. You ain't supposed to go out your first game 28-12. 28-12. Not 28-12. Julio Jones just got he just got a crazy contract right before the game started. You think that would have been, y'all would have came out with that same type of energy that team that's Where's the Star that Seth can't talk about came out with. We'll talk about that team down the line. But you expected that type of flow, and that didn't happen. So hype and no hype, because I guess it's the game. They didn't do what I expected. Minnesota, I don't believe in you guys, so you guys won, congrats, but I don't see you guys doing too much.
Hype-wise, Vikings, very underrated, and you know what? We are who we thought they were, in my opinion. Very high-powered offense, even though Kirk Cousins only threw 10 passes, but they didn't need to, because you're playing based on what the defense is giving you. If your running game is working, why not? So my hype on the Vikings is watch out. I'm telling you guys, watch out NFC North, and watch out rest of the league. I think there were 9 in the 4-letter network's power rankings, which I think is really low.
Were they on the 3-letter network?
I don't know. I didn't see that. But I think they should be higher than that based on what they did against a team who's supposed to be really good in Atlanta. Okay. And how Atlanta, you don't score your first points till 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You guys got to fix some things. But then again, today's show is going to be like, hey, the sky isn't falling for all these teams unless you're Miami. So
my name is Chicken Little. The sky's falling.
Yeah.
Seth is the no hype. Listen. You suck. Go ahead. No, you finish. You suck.
So even though you said Stephon Diggs isn't back yet, so when you got a receiver, your best receiver who isn't back yet, so watch out, everybody.
He's back, but he's not 100%.
They basically have the same team that took them to the NFC Championship game 2 years ago.
Right.
So watch out. In Atlanta, just get yourself together. I think you guys will be fine, especially in the NFC South.
I agree.
So fair enough.
I agree.
Okay, close home. Buffalo and the Jets. I picked the Bills to lose, and remember, I'm a pseudo Bills fan, being from Buffalo, so I'm trying to make the prediction with my brain, not my heart, essentially. So I picked wrong. What did I say, like 9-6, like Jets, but I was 17-16. But then again, the Bills were dormant for the first half of the game at 16-0. They were down at halftime. They finally roared back, which is good. Hype. The Bills are just good enough to break your heart. They almost broke your heart. They were on the verge of breaking your heart until they came back. No hype. I think this is how the Bills and the Jets are going to be for the rest of the season. Just cardiac games, very close. They're going to be in all their games, but also, how do I put this? They're going to be in their game. They're not going to get blown out, I don't think, because the Bills have really good defense. But every game's going to be close and a nail biter. But they're all going to be like odd scores. Like I said, like the Bills are going to win like 18-15.
13 or something.
Some weird score.
My hype on it is Buffalo and New York Jets are boring.
Yes.
I predicted the
I agree.
Jets to
I agree.
go to the playoffs, but after what I seen on Sunday, they're going to be a very good, mediocre team, pretty much. Donaldson's a good quarterback. Bell is an exceptional running back. However, he's not going to be able to play to his talents in New York. He was in the perfect system in Pittsburgh, and
That's a good point. Yeah, so that'll go to show if he's really a good running back or not. Can you run behind that line? Is it the line or is that him?
I mean, he's going to give you. He's good enough to give you about 70 to 80 yards.
Sure.
In Pittsburgh, he was good enough to give you anywhere between 180 200 yards because of the line and the way everything worked, and you had to thread the AB and all that other stuff. So with that being said, you know, I will if this team can wake me up a little bit, maybe I can say a little bit more. But from what I seen, it was just the highlights were boring. I know, like I said, I'm adopting the Bills because of Seth, but you know, it's still they like a distant, illegitimate.
We don't
kid.
adopt you. We say no.
Okay. Well,
Bills Mafia. Hashtag Bills Mafia.
Buffalo and for Miss Weeder and Mr. Weeder, I know that y'all might be diehard Bills fans.
Big time.
So
Big time.
For you guys, I'm gonna root for the Bills, and I'm not gonna say nothing bad for all the people, great people in Buffalo, because y'all gave me my boy. Y'all gave me my boy, so I'm not gonna talk bad about those guys. But I need some excitement.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this is gonna be Santana head in. Well, Santana already conceded.
Washington was had that game. Philadelphia had to climb back for that game, man. They were down and had a big props to Terry McLaurin, Ohio State Buckeye, first game, touchdown, attaboy, 115 yards, good job. Washington is, 8-8.
State.
8-8, yeah, 8-8. Philadelphia probably had to learn a little bit in that game, had to dig deep. Wentz did not get injured. Good job, Wentz, for staying upright. So to grow from that.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, me, I have really nothing to say about that. Philadelphia look good. They look like they can be a playoff team. What's funny to me is that there's a client of Santana that comes to the shop all the time, and wears his Eagle stuff to constantly like get on Santana about the Redskins. So when I was talking to him the other day, he was cutting my hair.
So George comes in with Eagle stuff on.
George is the Seahawks.
Okay.
George was Seahawks family.
But so Santana comes with Eagle stuff on?
Santana's a Washington dude. He's a Washington football club. He all through the shop you see all that stuff.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, they got this Eagle fan that like to troll them all the time.
Okay.
And it's funny because Santana now is saying he knows Washington is not going anywhere. It's kind of good to kind of hear him talk no hype. Because he's always talking.
Santana's talking no hype?
He's talking no hype.
There you go.
Job,
to the no hype zone, man.
Yes,
man, props. Okay.
So that's all I want to say about that. All right, we can go through these next ones really quick because these is really until we get to the last night's game. Indianapolis and the Chargers.
The Chargers. Indy's going to be playing, from behind a lot, I think, especially with that quarterback in there. Chargers are a playoff team, in my opinion. I think Gordon will come back week 6 to 8.
No.
I'm glad
you said that. He said that. But this is the storyline in it. Eckler, who was getting on my fantasy team, he put up almost 30 points in the NFL league.
Okay.
He makes the owners look like they're right when they talk about the running back position. You can put anybody in there.
And the Pro Football Focus on those sleeper metrics out there that say, hey, you put anybody in that system, they'll do just fine.
Again, not trying to knock the Zekes and all the other great running backs out there, but truth of the matter is, Gordon, I thought that this team, the Chargers, was going to take the biggest hit because stats show that Rivers plays better when he has Gordon back there, and his numbers are through the roof. So I'm thinking, okay, without Gordon, they're going to fall. And sure enough, not only did they not fall, they look more efficient. Eckler gives them another dimension, catching out the backfield. So that's the storyline with the Chargers that, hey, this boy, they might be in the making of, they might be in position to make another superstar running back like they did Gordon.
And real quick point, great job, Malik Hooker with a one-handed interception in the end zone. Great job for Indianapolis. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Former Buckeye.
That's cool. You got Buckeye plugs all day long.
I know, right?
All right, real quick. Seattle, Cincinnati, George.
I'm surprised that since he hung in there. They were winning at one point. They actually should have won the game, but they did not.
Typical Cincinnati.
Ross had a hell of a game, too. Their stud wide receiver who's super fast, who broke the 40-yard record dash time 2 years ago in the Combine.
Okay.
Seattle just got to just tighten up a little bit. You know.
I love it. That was dope. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so again, Seattle. Cincinnati, I'm not going to watch the Cincinnati game. And if I watch Seattle, I'm watching Seattle so I can try to poke at George. So, good win, George. Seattle won. Seahawks, y'all got Jadavian over there. I expect that defense to at least not give up 20 points. I